Welcome to another Stelbot adventure where we explore Bydgoszcz in Poland and visit with some family. Welcome to Hotel Pod Orlum in Bydgoszcz, Poland. It has a very old history,
18.
which includes some German occupation, but here is a very nice room.
It's a little closet right here. Good sized bed. Got a fancy bathroom here.
I always knew I had Polish heritage and was interested in visiting Poland to see a little bit of the history. However, about a year ago, I found out I actually had living relatives in Poland, my grandfather's family, some of them remained, and I met through Ancestry and Facebook a second cousin who lived in Bydgoszcz. So here we are.
London pub with Murphy's Irish Stout in Poland.
Oh, okay. Is that the Opera House?
Yes.
Opera House, that way. The bridge is closed.
In order to prepare for this trip, I tried learning some Polish, but it is not easy. Exploring with a local is always ideal if possible, and when you have family in the area, it is awesome. So they were showing us some of the areas. I hope you enjoy.
There's the Opera House. Sneaking through there. Oh, a police boat. The old mill, which is why this is Mill Island. Mill. Damn! Another nice park. Saxophone, guitar, and harp in this park. No swimming in the water. We climbed all the way to the top on the elevator.
This island was the home to the Royal Mint starting in the Middle Ages. In Bydgoszcz, the Royal Mint produced a lot of different coins like the popular tymphs, buratins, and thalers. The mint stopped working probably around 1702, but it was only in 1765 that they drew up an inventory of the Bydgoszcz mint and sent everything of value to Warsaw. In the late 1700s, the Bydgoszcz Canal was created to link the natural waterways of Eastern and Western Europe. This was also when the royal mills came to the island to help feed the Prussian army. And recently they have updated it with museums, parks, and new housing. After going over a short bridge from Mill Island, we are now greeted with the town square. Excellent. But we have to make a little detour to get some loda ice cream. I hope I'm saying that pretty well. Sorry for my bad Polish.
Can't pronounce it, but it's good.
It's called ice cream.
Here is the monument to the struggle and martyrdom of the Bydgoszcz land, located in the Old Market Square, commemorating Poles murdered as a result of Nazi and Stalinist terror in the Bydgoszcz region. Its shape evokes an expression of pain and expresses protest against tyranny and genocide. It also remembers those who died by the public executions that took place there on September 8 and 9, 1939. The unveiling ceremony took place on September 5, 1969, on the 30th anniversary of the occupation of Bydgoszcz by Nazi soldiers.
1,000 years old. (1466–1502), after the other one was burned down. The back of the statue up here, in memoriam of those killed in the square by the Nazis in the Second World War.
That little black statue and line right through the center of the town square is indicating 18 degrees east longitude, Central European time. Pretty cool.
Hey Ratswav, you have nothing on Bydgoszcz. Check out this little one. Yeah.
Music mouse.
Oh, it's got a little QR code. The Jazz Club, check it out. And a little music mouse. Take that, Ratswav. Yeah. Playing those tunes. G7, C7, E flat major. Look at that old time stuff. Oh, is that the post office over there? There it is. Can I climb up there and hang out with him? There he is, hanging on.
The Exploseum is a unique example of industrial architecture, preserved virtually unchanged since World War II. Adapted for tourist purposes, the buildings are part of the large arms factories, formerly designated for military purposes of the Third Reich. The Exploseum was established on one of the two nitroglycerin production lines. The empty interiors of 7 factory buildings, once stripped of their equipment by the Red Army, house museum exhibitions devoted to the history of the plants. Modern media are used to create a narrative about the DAG Bromberg factory, the production of dangerous nitroglycerin, the slave labor of thousands, the underground resistance, and sabotage. The story of the DAG company's history begins with a biography of the company's founder, Alfred Nobel. The history of the Nobel Prize is a key element of this section of the exhibition.
No problem. Right.
The history of the DAG, Dynamite Aktiengesellschaft, enterprise has been developed based on materials gathered through contacts with German researchers. The exhibition includes plans and archival photographs of early DAG factories, figures connected with the company's early history, and a wealth of interesting historical information. As Americans visiting with limited Polish abilities, our biggest complaint was that most of the stuff was in Polish, makes sense because it's in Poland, without much translation into English. We did get a booklet for about $10 or so that had some English, but it was not comprehensive, so that was our biggest complaint. I now know way more about it making this video afterwards than I did during our stay there. But definitely an interesting place to visit. The Germans purposely hid the buildings beneath many centimeters of dirt and vegetation to hide them from people finding that this is what they were doing there. The size of the largest building in the NGL zone, the Acid Denatration Building, allows for a comprehensive overview of the history of weapons and armaments. The exhibition centers on replica firearms. The exhibition also includes models of medieval siege equipment.
Yeah. People are cruel, inventing all these ridiculous ways to hurt and maim and kill each other. A map of possible locations of nuclear devices that were like lost and never found. Isn't that wonderful? That's what Nagasaki looked like. Back outside. More tunnels.
It is estimated that a total of 30,000 to 40,000 workers worked here. Prisoners of war were also used on a relatively large scale. The majority of the workers, over 50%, were Poles, followed by Germans, mainly skilled workers from the Reich, Russians, Czechs, Italians, Yugoslavs, French, and English, mostly prisoners of war. Poles working at the DAG Bromberg plant developed significant underground and sabotage activities. They were responsible for gathering intelligence such as a site plan of the plant. They also got hold of secret documents, provided technological data, and gave intelligence. Forced labor is represented in the museum's collections through numerous documents, posters, and photographs, including employee ID cards, personnel cards of Bydgoszcz workers at DAG Allendorf, and unique photographs depicting work at the DAG plants. Sabotage played a significant role in the resistance movement's activities. Among other things, 30 engines were burned out. Others undertook activities such as damaging locomotives and packaging, and replacing information cards on wagons specifying the designation of transport. The largest sabotage, carried out on June 24, 1944, it led to an explosion that killed German engineers working on the factory's development. Well, that's it for our trip here to the Exploseum on the outskirts of Bydgoszcz. We hope you enjoyed our stay here. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Why have you not? Please like this video. And please comment on what you would like to do in the Bydgoszcz area, if you've ever even heard of Bydgoszcz, and what parts of Poland you would like to visit. And we'll see you on the next adventure in Poznań.